ball barf, cock snot, cum, man mayo, liquid white gold, man seed, nut butter, whole milk, spunk, willy milk. Anything with the word milk in it, just, I can't. Daddy sauce, baby batter, jizz. Now that we got through all of that, because that was the most educational part about this video, obviously. Hey guys, it's Calee Shea. I am so excited to be filming this series. What is this video and why am I doing it? Well, this is the first of many sex ed videos to come. This is the first episode of many to come. I am going to be covering all different kinds of topics that I just feel women should be empowered and deserve to know about their bodies, their partner's bodies, and sex, and everything in between. These aren't conversations that we typically have with our parents or our friends, and even if we do have them with our friends, likely our friends really don't know, and that's okay because it's not common information and it's not talked about enough. So here I am doing the research for you and being your friend in this situation, and it was a safe way for me to start about a topic that I'm currently partaking in. I'm in a heterosexual relationship, having heterosexual sex. Here we are. Brought out my bananas shirt for this one, and let's get started. So what every woman should know about the male ejaculation. What is cum? What's in it? How does it work? What's a male orgasm like? I can't tell you firsthand, but I will tell you from my experience of watching them. That sounds creepy. I'm not a dude. I don't know what any of this feels like. Dudes, feel free to comment. I'm just going based off of what I've read, science, and what I've experienced. So cum is a mixture of protein-filled fluids. The fluids change the pH balance in the vagina and at the head of the penis to allow the swimmers to make it a little more efficiently. But actually, most of the sperm don't even make it to the egg when you are fertilizing an egg because they just kind of swim around in circles and like bump into each other most of the time, and the vaginal wall is difficult to swim through because there's hairs that get in the way and just lots of things can throw it off. The fluids support the semen living inside the body or outside the body for an extended period of time. So the sperm can live inside of your vagina for up to 5 days. It's typically around 2, but it can live up to 5 days. So that means if you're having sex before your ovulation and that sperm is still inside of you when you ovulate, you can potentially get pregnant. It can live outside the body for, it depends on the situation. So if it's going to dry on something like a towel or sheets, it's dead by the time it dries. It can live a little longer in liquids like water, but in a chlorine treated pool or a hot tub, the chemicals are going to kill the sperm. Sperm dies when it's exposed to heat, cold, change in pH, exposure to water, exposure to chemicals, drying, that sort of thing. I would recommend being really careful having unprotected sex, especially around when you think you might be ovulating. Let's be clear. Always have protected sex, especially when you don't know anything about your partner. Have protected sex. So I'm going to break down the phases of the male orgasm. He gets aroused, meaning he gets turned on. He hits a plateau where basically all of his muscles are involuntary. He's about to come, everything feels great, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and then he has an orgasm. Men can learn to have multiple orgasms. They can learn to control the muscles and allow themselves to have an orgasm without ejaculating, and then eventually they can ejaculate and the sex session will be over. So let's talk about spitting versus swallowing. What happens when you swallow cum? So there's about a half a teaspoon of cum that comes out when a guy ejaculates. In that half a teaspoon, there are different kinds of vitamins. Semen contains citric acid, zinc, fructose acid, magnesium, calcium, acid phosphate, and a shit ton of hormones that make you feel really damn good. When a guy comes in your mouth or in your vagina, you get some of these vitamins. That's not to say that you are going to get your daily vitamin supply from swallowing cum. Wouldn't recommend that. But that is to say that you are getting some sort of benefit from swallowing cum or experiencing cum. There has never been, from what I've been able to find, a scientific study to prove that swallowing cum is beneficial for your health, but it appears that it's not going to hurt you and that there could be some benefits to it. There's all kinds of information about how sperm affects your hormones and what it does to your brain. There's claims that it can cure depression or cure anxiety because of the human growth factor and all the vitamins and the spermidine. It's been shown to be a vital hormone in the brains of those with major depressive disorder. So do with that what you will. I'm not saying that cum will cure depression, but sex isn't so bad. Semen also has mood-enhancing hormones like oxytocins, progesterone, estrogen, serotonin, and melatonin. Oxytocin is what's released that almost connects you to your partner, and it's considered a cuddle hormone because you want to cuddle afterwards. It makes you all lovey and affectionate and that sort of thing. Progesterone has been known to have anti-anxiety benefits. Estrogen works with your serotonin to produce a good mood and make you feel better. Melatonin has a very calming effect on the body. There are so many resources on the internet that can provide you with information about semen and what it does in your body and what it can do for your brain. There's not really been any proof to provide a basis that sperm is the end-all be-all to your health issues. I would just say that it's okay if you're swallowing sperm and you're comfortable with it. Let's talk about PRECUM because that can be a really confusing area when it comes to having sex, especially unprotected sex. PRECUM is produced to help lubricate as well as change the pH balance to prepare the vagina for sex. PRECUM may not happen for every guy, and sometimes you may not even know it's happening. You might not be able to see it or taste it or anything like that. If a guy hasn't had sex or masturbated in a little while, he's more likely to have PRECUM. Yes, PRECUM can make you pregnant. Let me tell you why. If a guy hasn't peed since the last time he had sex, so say you're having sex back to back, he doesn't pee in between, there can still be semen at the end of his dick. If you're gonna have unprotected back-to-back sex with your partner, there's no shame. But I do wanna let you know that if you're using a withdrawal or pull-out method, he needs to pee in between or else there still could be semen getting inside of you. Let's talk about fertility. This is one of my favorite topics. I think fertility is so cool, and the fact that we can make a baby is so cool, and I just love the female body, and I love that the whole thing. It's just like, it's sweet. I don't know, I like it. If you're trying to get pregnant, there are a few common misconceptions about man's sperm. If you guys are doing it all the time, rock on. It's not gonna bother his sperm count. There's a few lifestyle factors that can definitely affect sperm count and sometimes seasons. So in the winter, it's known to be typically higher sperm count, and in the summer, it's known to be lower. Different lifestyle factors like diet and smoking and drinking alcohol can affect a guy's sperm count. So if you're trying to get pregnant, make sure your partner is living the most healthy, balanced lifestyle he can for that point in your life. Environmental toxins like pesticides can also affect sperm count, and also making sure his balls aren't constricted and hot all the time because heat in the balls can produce less semen. The last thing I want to touch on are STDs. You can get an STD from a guy's ejaculation or his PRECUM, so make sure you're communicating with your partner. It's okay to ask for your partner to go get tested. I'm going to talk about this a lot because I think it's really important to have open communication with your partner about sex and your sexual history, and I think everyone should be asking their partner to go get tested. I think it's really important and it's crucial to a new relationship, especially. Transferring germs through your dick and your pussy, not a fun time. Remember that you can get STDs through oral sex, anal sex, vaginal sex, or from getting sex fluid in your eyes. I'm going to talk about all different kinds of birth control methods at some point, and I'm going to talk about withdrawal and condoms and all sorts of things. I'm going to always encourage you to have safe sex because it's beneficial to both your health and your partner's. And anyone else they might be having sex with or you might be having sex with. It's really important to protect yourselves and the people you're in contact with. Thank you guys so much for watching this video and for supporting what I'm doing. I really appreciate it. Leave this a like if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. If you guys have any sex questions, even if it's not related to this topic, please leave them below because I'll either answer them, provide you with a resource, or make a video about it. I'm so excited for this series because I feel like there are so many topics that women deserve to know more about. And I'm happy to be able to provide that information and to give you a place to discuss stuff openly and without judgment.